Welcome to our SpiroConnect training video. Preparing for the test, verifying the calibration. This guide will cover the process of taking a calibration verification check in the SpiroConnect software. To carry out this test, you will need a 3-liter syringe. These can be purchased from New Med if you don't have one. Attach the SpiroConnect to the end of the syringe. Connect the SpiroConnect upside down, so you don't knock the device on your desk while doing the test. Ensure the device is firmly in place to create an airtight connection. Start the test with the plunger all the way out, so the syringe is filled with air at the beginning of the test. If the syringe is cold, from being in storage or hasn't been used for a while, pump the plunger in and out a few times before starting. This will warm up the syringe to ensure smooth results when carrying out the test. Ensure you have the SpiroConnect dongle plugged into your PC before starting the software. On your PC, you will have two icons related to the SpiroConnect. For the calibration, it is recommended to open the software from the SpiroConnect Data Manager icon. The Intelligent Integration interface is when you are linking with your clinical system to access patient details. Once the software opens, you will see the 6 basic icons for using the software. Calibration check is in the bottom right. In the bottom left, you can see if your device is connected. As we can see, our device is currently turned off. Let's power it on now. The light will flash blue to start with. Once connected, the light will turn solid blue. In the corner, we can now see that our device is connected. To start, click on Calibration Check. You will see the initial screen, with 2 green bars which represent the target area for our first test. For the calibration verification check, we are going to test at 3 different flow speeds. Each test involves emptying the syringe and then filling it back up again. The graph will show your progress. For the first slow test, you should ensure you keep the line within the top green bar. As you fill back up, aim to keep the line in the bottom green bar as you go back to the starting point. The target is to detect 3 liters in each direction. There is a tolerance of 3% of 3 liters. This is required to successfully pass the check. Ideally, you will be aiming to be within 1% of the 3-liter target. At the end of each test, the results will display at the top of the screen. The first test is a slow flow, the second is medium, and the final test is at the fastest flow. To begin, click the Start button in the bottom right corner. The device will beep and the screen will show instructions at the top. Taking care not to drop or push any equipment around, smoothly and gently empty the syringe all the way. Pause at the end for a moment, then fill the syringe back up all the way. The message at the top of the screen will change to show the results of the first test. As we can see here, the top, expiratory, recorded 3.01 liters. The bottom bar, inspiratory, recorded 2.99 liters. This is a great result for the first test, so we can move on. Here in the bottom right we have 2 options. Next, to move on to the next speed of test. If we were not satisfied with our results, we can reject and start again. We can click Next. You will see the bars move further apart for this test. At the top of the screen we have the instructions for the test again. Move the plunger faster this time, watching the line fill, and aim to stay in the green area as much as possible. Again we have our results and they are within our target range. Let's move to the last test. The bars move further apart and we need to go at the top flow speed possible here. Remember to take care not to push the equipment off the desk. Our final results will now show. 2.98 and 3 liters are great results on this test. We can be happy with this result. We now only have options to reject or choose Done. As we are happy with the results, let's click Done. The results window will appear, showing a summary of all the tests. Let's zoom in for a closer look. This screen shows the serial number of the device, as well as the date of its last official calibration. This is either the calibration before it was supplied or the one completed by our servicing team. Below is the date of the last check. This was the last time this device had a test like the one we just completed. Calibration factor is set by our engineers during the annual service and calibration. On the right are the measured volumes from today. This includes an averaged result and an error margin in percent. As this test was within 1%, we had a successful check. Before we move on, let's look at the other possible results. Between 1% and 3% is still a pass. You will see in this situation, there are options to choose update or don't update. You should always choose don't update. Clicking update will adjust the accuracy of your device. This should only be done under advice from NewMed. More than 3% and less than 6% looks like this. Choose try again and aim to get less than 3%. If you keep failing, please contact NewMed support for advice. If the error is more than 6%, there are two slightly different messages that show in red. Don't choose update as this can throw out the accuracy of the device. If the message recurs, please contact NewMed for assistance. Going back to our test, as we are within 1%, we can simply click OK and move on. We can now print a copy of the report if desired. The printout shows all the information on this screen, as well as noting if the update button was used. The software stores the results. You can select Exit if no printout is needed. To access past reports, click on the Tools menu and Export Calibration History. This will give you various options to filter the results by date period. Below this there are options to filter by Windows user and serial number of the device. At the bottom are options to export to a PDF and print the history. We can now close the software. The device will automatically turn off to preserve the battery. With the calibration verification complete, you are now ready to start testing patients. Please see our next video on starting the test and taking the relaxed blows.